In the shadow of the Second World War, as the world grappled with chaos and uncertainty, the Eiffel Tower stood tall, a symbol of resilience and beauty against the backdrop of an encroaching storm. Paris, a city of art and culture, found itself in a precarious position as Nazi forces swept through Europe, casting a pall over its streets and monuments. The Eiffel Tower, an emblem of French ingenuity and national pride, became a focal point of an extraordinary plan conceived in the minds of a few determined individuals who sought to protect it from the ravages of war. The idea was audacious, dismantling the Eiffel Tower and relocating it to Montreal, a city that had become a haven for many fleeing the conflict. The proposal was born out of desperation and a fierce desire to preserve a piece of French heritage. It was whispered about in the dimly lit rooms of the French government in exile, where officials met to discuss strategies for safeguarding their beloved nation's symbols. The Eiffel Tower, with its iron latticework and soaring height, was not just a monument, it was a testament to the French spirit, a beacon of hope that had inspired generations. As the plan took shape, emotions ran high. For many, the thought of disassembling the Eiffel Tower was akin to tearing apart a beloved family heirloom. It represented more than just a structure. It was intertwined with the memories of countless Parisians who had gazed upon it with pride. Yet, in the face of imminent danger, pragmatism began to outweigh sentiment. The tower could not simply be left to the whims of an occupying force. The stakes were high, and the urgency of the situation demanded bold action. The logistics of such an endeavor were staggering. Engineers and architects were called upon to assess the feasibility of dismantling the tower piece by piece, a task that would require meticulous planning and immense resources. They envisioned a painstaking process with each segment carefully labeled and transported across the Atlantic. The thought of the Eiffel Tower being reconstructed in Montreal sparked a mix of hope and sorrow. Would it retain its charm in a foreign land? Would it lose the essence that made it uniquely Parisian? As the plan progressed, the emotional weight of the decision began to settle on the shoulders of those involved. Conversations turned to the implications of such a move. Would the French people accept this act of relocation? Or would it be seen as a betrayal of their national identity? There was a palpable fear that the tower might become a mere relic, stripped of its significance, standing in a new city as a ghost of its former self. Yet there was also a flicker of optimism. If the Eiffel Tower could be saved, it might one day return to its rightful place, a symbol of victory over adversity. In the midst of these discussions, the world outside continued to spiral into chaos. News of battles and losses flooded in, and the urgency of the plan intensified. The Eiffel Tower, with its intricate ironwork and stunning views, became a rallying point for those yearning for freedom. It was a reminder of what was at stake, a symbol of the fight against tyranny. The idea of relocating it to Montreal transformed from a logistical challenge into a poignant mission to preserve a piece of the French soul. Ultimately, as history unfolded, the plan to dismantle the Eiffel Tower was never realized. The war took its course and Paris endured the hardships of occupation. Yet the tower remained steadfast, a silent witness to the trials of its people. In the end, it stood not just as a monument of iron and steel, but as a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. The emotions surrounding the plan, the fears and hopes became part of the tapestry of history, woven into the narrative of a city that refused to be broken. The Eiffel Tower, with its enduring presence, continued to inspire, reminding all who gazed upon it of the strength found in unity and the unwavering desire to protect what is cherished.